Historically, the sources of strength of a business were its tangible assets, such as land, buildings, machinery, and equipment. Today, however, more and more businesses rely for their competitive strength on their intangible assets, especially on trademarks, inventions, trade secrets, copyright, designs, and the like. Many company stories have been examined so far. Well, some companies do understand the role and value of intellectual property rights and enhance their competitive power by the systematic management of their intellectual property assets. But most other companies ignore them and pay a huge price. Many companies become IP savvy only after facing practical challenges, as we have seen in the many stories that have highlighted the difficulties faced by these companies. Having realized the unparalleled value of intellectual property rights in our modern knowledge-driven society, these companies have decided to manage and use IP assets wisely. But what indeed is meant by managing and using IP assets wisely? What yardstick does one employ to conclude that a company has ownership or access to the needed intellectual property rights, and that it has taken all relevant measures to manage and use them to achieve its specific business goals? Come on, today let us together go through the basics of an IP audit. Through a story of two companies, we look at what is done to overcome a setback and regain a competitive edge through IP audit. Then let's see what's happening.
Oh, hello. I am Kenta of Knox Electronics. We have been having a really hard time ever since we failed to advance overseas. I wonder how I can revive my company. But I am determined to make the company. I will somehow find a way to do it. And believe me, sooner rather than later.
Yes, of course. By all means, I will help you to revive the company. Hello, I am Ross from Knox Electronics.
Yes, Kenta Ross. Fox Telecom has come a long way, but after facing a terrible crisis, isn't it? Oh, hello. Long time no see. I am Calvin. This has brought surprising growth to our company. I hope to move into another area of the electronics market to grow our company. Now let me introduce June, my right hand, to you. June? Right arm? Thank you for saying so. Hello, June from Fox Telecom. Well, it is true that we need to diversify into a new field, but I keep worrying about the high risks.
Oh, is that so? This is a customer now. Please read this.
Oh, hello. IP Lawyer Gibson.
May.
It's been a long time since our last encounter, isn't it? I feel a bit awkward to compete with a very competent junior.
No way! For me, to work with or against you is a privilege. Don't you expect us to do a great job?
Come on, everyone. Are you ready to get engrossed in today's story? Before you move on, please be sure to check the following message. Wow, let's start. I'm done. I'm finished.
Don't do this. This can't help.
Everything is over.
Phew. Knox Electronics. I was told that it suffered a crisis overseas, but was having a great success at home. I didn't know that it is in such big trouble.
What can I do now?
Calm down. Perhaps fate has brought us together to apply our minds together to the challenge before you. Let me see whether, as an IP lawyer, I can somehow be of help to you.
Really? Are you an IP lawyer? Are you sure? Is there anything I can do?
Though I can't guarantee it, but there must be a way to rise again.
Oh, it's all my fault. Because of me, the company is in serious danger of complete failure. If that happens, all employees will lose their jobs. No, they have worked so hard to develop such wonderful products, but now they even lost the hope of seeing them released. Oh, because of me.
Oh, is that so? Were you developing a new technology?
Yes. We were secretly developing a new technology for moving into the overseas markets, as it was clear to us that our existing technologies were insufficient to make Knox Electronics into a world's leading company. No. We put our heads together and put forth all of our energy. As a result, we underwent all sorts of troubles to achieve a major technological breakthrough.
Perhaps we can still make your dream come true. Don't you think so?
Really?
Yes. The first thing we have to do is IP Audit.
What? An IP audit?
Yes, an IP Audit. Briefly speaking, it is a review of the intellectual property assets of your company so as to find a new and solid basis for competitive power. Come on, get up. Let's go elsewhere, and I'll explain all this to you in some more detail. When do we have to renew this trademark?
The trademark? Wait a second.
And what about the trade secrets? We have to be careful.
Well, I am doubtful whether any precautions are being taken. Have a look at this.
Look, Gibson, our IP audit team in the saddle.
Yes, of course. It's really great. Now I am not needed anymore, am I?
No way. Everything is thanks to you. This audit seems to be a great success. Now, let's look at the results and apply them to our business strategy.
Yeah, let's discuss this in some more detail in our next meeting.
You are indeed very reliable. Fox Telecom could grow like this, thanks also to June and other employees of Fox. Thanks for a job well done, June. Please let us move on with the advanced laptop computer business.
Yes, sir. For a successful advanced laptop business, high technology is a must for supporting it. I am thinking about the possible options for getting this element. Our current in-house technical staff has specialized in cutting-edge cell phone technologies. So I think hiring new staff will not only take a lot of time and effort, but also will cost us a lot more.
I agree with June. Why not look for an external partner with suitable technology?
Oh, that sounds great. June, then let's push ahead with the idea. But it won't be easy. It is very risky to enter into a new field.
Yes, it is. Though it can be an opportunity for Fox to grow more. It can also shake the existing business in case of failure. Gibson, please look at all the possibilities, including our current customers.
Yep, We are sure to find a suitable partner if we look hard and wide.
Generally, there are three types of IP audits: general purpose IP audit, event-driven IP audit, and limited purpose focused audits. Let's look over general purpose IP audit first. Event-driven IP audit is generally much narrower in scope than general purpose audit. Further, the nature and scope of such an audit is determined by the event in question and the time and resources available for doing it. Click each item to see the details. A limited purpose audit is typically much narrower in scope than the other two types and is performed under much constrained time schedules. These audits tend to be situational in nature, and they are typically used to justify a certain legal position or the valuation of a particular IP.
Yes, it is. If we focus on this function, we had better change the design like this.
Indeed. Ross, where is the related material?
Look behind the documents you were reading.
Hello.
Hi, May. Let me introduce her to you. I have already told you about her. This is IP Lawyer May.
Hi.
You are all going through a difficult period, I guess.
Yes, indeed. But we shall overcome all challenges. We will put in all our effort to revive our company. Thank you, everyone. Why don't you come this way? I have prepared an introduction of our company and a summary of its operational status.
So this it is. In fact, IP by itself doesn't determine the success or failure of an enterprise. Cash flow or other financial problems, failure in marketing, lack of competent personnel, defects in products, and so on may all cause or contribute to failure. Given the current situation, it would seem that failure in IP management has been the root cause of the failure to make an overseas advance.
Yes, I guess that's right.
First of all, we need to review the IP status of Knox Electronics through an IP audit, and then based on the results of the IP audit, plan the future overseas expansion strategy.
Sure. I am planning to train, systematically, all our employees on all business aspects of IP.
That's a great idea. I think I can help you with that.
Where do we have to start?
Before launching the audit, we need to establish the objective of the audit and conduct concrete background research. And then we have to build up audit plan. Only when we are fully prepared, the IP audit will be done.
Yeah, please let us know the information or documents and other material that you would need to prepare for the audit.
First of all, we need full information about all the patents, trademarks, designs, and copyright, and so on, which are owned or used by Knox Electronics. Oh, the new technology protected as trade secret too. In addition, we need information about the IP portfolio and other related materials of the companies that cause the problems abroad. Please prepare the information on the related company's application and registration of overseas patent and trademarks and about all the contracts concluded with them. And, we also need information about the status of personnel, all the facilities of the company, and information about new technologies under development. We need to look at all the internal contracts related to personnel, and also about contracts with outside firms, if any. You see, we have a lot of things to prepare.
No problem. We will do our best to collect all the required information and materials.
Good. I will do my best too, together with Knox Electronics.
We believe in you, May. Let's get going.
Once the purpose of an IP audit and the available resources for its performance are clear, a major preparatory step is to understand the company, what it does, and where it wants to go. This is called background research. Having done the necessary background research, the next step is to prepare the audit plan. This will set out the purpose, the scope, how long it is expected to take, the budget, and who will be responsible for which area of the audit plan.
I appreciated what you have done.
The real audit would begin now. Let's start.
Now we can make clear the IP status of our company through this audit.
That's right. All the innovations incorporated in our existing technologies are protected by patents at home, and as you have seen in the report, Knox possesses some trademarks, designs, and copyrights too. Unfortunately, however, there are some problems abroad. That's why right now the newly developed technology is crucial for the overseas success of Knox Electronics.
Indeed. Although the existing technologies are protected at home, they are not protected abroad in many cases. So, the new technology that we have developed is vital to our company's survival because it has enough competitive power to make inroads into the existing laptop market.
Yes, that is sure to be the biggest merit of Knox Electronics. We applied for a number of patents for the key features of this new technology, and in my opinion, it won't be difficult for us to get most of these patents. All the drawings of the new product are protected by copyright. If a new trademark which is suitable for the new product's image is created or chosen, then we should register it too. In addition, as know-how of the new technology has to be thoroughly protected as a trade secret, we must put in place a systematic process for managing your trade secrets.
Well, then are the overseas IP problems related to tug and go insoluble?
In fact, this is not an easy matter in Australia. The patent for the MagicPad technology was filed by Philip after Knox Electronics had already obtained a patent at home, in which much of what is covered in the MagicPad technology was disclosed. As such, most of the features of MagicPad are not novel. So there is still a possibility that we may be able to invalidate it or narrow its claims. However, our current technology has many new features in comparison with that of Talk and Go and MagicPad, and we should be able to obtain patent rights for it at home and in the export markets. Armed with these rights, we would be able to successfully exclude them from our markets. This would be preferable to an uncertain, time-consuming, and costly litigation.
Oh, that won't be easy. But I am glad to hear that it is not totally impossible.
Me too. We must find a solution. It is true that we need more funds to complete the current development and for developing even more advanced technologies in the future. We should consider attracting investment under the banner of technology development or pushing ahead with M&A with a relevant company. We must establish a clear business strategy on the basis of the results of this IP audit.
Thank you, May. We have been given another task. Now, let's discuss the matter.
Hello, this is Gibson.
Gibson? This is me, May.
May? May! Hey, you've been quite a stranger.
You are driving on without a stop, aren't you? I heard you won wide admiration.
Come on, what about you?
How dare I compare myself with you? I did an IP audit a few days ago, which is a very big event for me.
IP Audit? Wow. Which company? It must have been a big company.
No, it's a medium-sized enterprise. You may know it. You would know Talk & Go, the laptop touchpad, which was a big hit? The company was on a roll in the domestic market, but while trying to expand abroad, it has run into a lot of trouble.
Is that so? I didn't know it had such a problem. Tell me more.
In trying to go abroad because of lack of IP management, it has run into problems. So it has stopped its overseas plans. In fact, it has also run into a financial problem.
I see. Hey, May, please introduce the company to me.
What?
Oh, I mean, one of my customers is pushing ahead with a similar laptop business. If they team up, that would be good for both. That may be a very good opportunity.
Really? Wow! My sixth sense was telling me that you would have some good news for me. Thank God I called you.
Keep your fingers crossed. I am on the way to my customer. I'll call you back after discussing with them. By the way, who introduced the company to you?
Well, I met them literally by chance, but I think it must be fate. I'll be waiting for your call.
On inquiring, it turns out that the company is really interested in our laptop business. And it seems it is supported by the government.
Oh, sorry. Hello?
Kenta, this is me, May.
Oh, hello. May, actually, I have to talk to you about something very, very important.
Kenta, there's some good news.
What?
You know Fox Telecom, huh?
Of course. I have a cell phone made by that company.
In fact, I had phoned my senior, who provides IP services to the company. He told me that the company is entering into the laptop business. I mentioned to him about your company, and he suggested that the two companies may consider teaming up.
Really?
Sure. Perhaps something good may come out, like a possible partnership?
Oh, how can I ever thank you?
Don't rush to conclusions. Nothing has been done yet. But I feel good. I don't know why. Everything will be all right.
Oh, that's so. In fact, we have not only heard about the success of Talk & Go, but also have examined it, as I told you, using our success in the cell phones market as a stepping stone. We are trying to enter into the laptop market. That is why we want to get access to the technology of Knox Electronics.
What exactly are you considering? Licensing?
Currently, we'd like to make a case for a merger of the two companies. Yes, we need the technologies of Knox Electronics. But we also need suitably qualified and experienced personnel and production facilities to get into the laptop business. We are, therefore, willing to even discuss a takeover of the relevant business unit of Knox Electronics. What do you think of it? I was told that you have some similar ideas.
Yeah, actually, we don't want to give away or sell our wonderful new technology. As for creating it, our team had to go through so much trouble. You see, we want to see the flowers bloom in our own garden. Of course, we do see the benefits of joining forces with Fox Telecom, given your strengths and capabilities in IP management and marketing.
Is that so? Excellent. Then I'll take your remarks as an in-principle acceptance of my offer.
I was told that you've carried out an internal IP audit, but as you might be aware, before doing an M&A deal, a lot of other things have to be looked at in a so-called due diligence exercise. In our proposed M&A, the key issues relate to the core technology and the IP that protects it. This is true for both of us. So, Fox Telecom will also carry out an IP audit or due diligence on Knox Electronics.
Sure. The IP portfolio and IP audit report will be sent to you, but before doing so, a mutual non-disclosure agreement has to be signed by duly authorized representatives of the two companies. It may also be worthwhile to consider whether a memorandum of understanding should be signed between the two companies at this stage.
Sure. Let us begin with the non-disclosure agreement. We would like to see the IP audit report as soon as possible. This is all the nitty-gritty. More importantly, all of us have to make every effort to obtain the ideal result that is fair and beneficial to both sides.
Good. Come, let's get on with it.
For getting into the laptop business, we have had a quick look at the IP Audit report of Knox Electronics from an M&A perspective. This will be followed by our own IP due diligence on Knox Electronics for a thorough evaluation of its IP assets. This will require meticulous preparation, planning, analysis, and actual inspection of documents and other records. And this will help us also to prepare for the negotiation of the M&A deal.
Above all, we must carefully examine all the patents granted to Knox Electronics, the related trade secrets. Don't forget all the relevant trademark and design registrations. We must try to find all that we can about their new technology and the full facts about their failed attempts to expand overseas. Once we have narrowed in on the core IP for the proposed M&A, we have to make a checklist of all the points that have to be looked at in detail.
Come on, let's start. The preparation for tomorrow's inspection is progressing well, isn't it?
Of course. We have finished our preparation.
Please make sure you attach the material to email I sent you. I will see you tomorrow.
Given the present situation, the patent and trademark related to Talk and Go have to be examined in detail to understand all the relevant facts about the problems that arose when Knox Electronics was trying to expand overseas. And
Given the current situation, the overseas problem is very likely to become an obstacle.
I agree. We must emphasize the value of the new technology that we have developed and use it at the negotiation.
Well, that's right. But regarding this,
an IP auditor normally starts work from a detailed checklist, which is modified for the type and size of the company's business, relevant IP laws of the relevant countries, desired purposes, and the desired outcomes of the audit. A key part of an IP audit is to identify and assess the adequacy of relevant provisions in all agreements that concern the protection of IP. Click each item to see the details. After auditing agreements, IP Auditor starts to audit IP assets of the company. There are 4 steps for this stage. 1. Identifying and recording of IP assets. 2. Determine ownership and legal status of the IP assets. 3. Detecting infringement. Finally, taking necessary steps for creating and maintaining IP assets. Let's look over each step carefully.
Based on the results of the IP audit, we have concluded that the technology of Knox Electronics certainly meets our requirements.
Yes, the Trade Secret Protection Program and the technology have been verified. There is little possibility of the new technology being leaked out. So we can say that this is the very company that we need. But there are some problems with their existing product overseas.
What is your opinion with respect to our proposal to Knox?
Well, as we've inspected all relevant documents, this seems to be the proper level.
I appreciate what you have done. Now we come to the most important matter.
Yes, you may speak first.
Please look at this document in front of you. This is our proposal, including our assessment of the IP assets of Knox Electronics. What do you think of it?
But the overseas patent problem has yet to be resolved. This is much more than what we consider to be reasonable or fair.
Let me explain. As far as the overseas patent problem is concerned, you are right. It is true that the Australia problem hasn't been resolved yet, but that is not really a problem. It is our considered view that the patent of the overseas competitor can be easily invalidated. In any case, the new technology of Knox Electronics is so powerful as to make big inroads into the existing market with ease. Therefore, we think that the overseas patent problem linked to the existing technology has no real consequences for the value of the IP assets of Knox.
While we do accept the superiority of the new technology, but if, because of failure in Australia, our international reliability goes down and our ability to advance to another overseas market is hindered, then the overseas patent problem would still be a burden.
We are planning to expand to overseas markets. Frankly speaking, it is sure to become a burden.
We are absolutely certain that when products made with our new technology are released in the overseas markets, the existing products of our competitors will lose their competitive power.
But this is too...
Why don't we have a break and resume negotiation in an hour or so? We need time to think about this issue.
Sure. we have a proposal to make. We are now willing to offer a significantly larger sum than the original proposed amount for the deal. Also, we would like Mr. Kenta be the head of the laptop division of the merged company. Of course, all the current Knox employees will continue to be employed.
Good. Fox Telecom seems to have made a big concession. Now we can reach an agreement and conclude the contract.
Ha ha ha. Thank you.
Now, we are going to see how an IP audit affects the IP asset management of a company. Click each item to see the details.
Slim and light. And top-class capability. Stylish. Ergonomic interface. Mobile camera. With all these, my futuristic style. Black. Fox Black.
God help me. Indeed.
Sir, won't you go home?
Oh, I forgot.
You may go home early today. You have been always so busy with the new product.
Yes, everything went well. Consumers are very enthusiastic about our new product.
I saw a big article about our new laptop computer in today's newspaper. Thanks to all of you. Without you, I should have... All of us have benefited a lot from you. Thank you. Let's go out. Let me treat you to dinner tonight.
Great!
Go, go. I will make it. I was choked with emotions. When I failed to get a foothold in the overseas market, which was my dream, I was really desolate. Though shameful, I had even considered killing myself. Thanks to divine intervention, I met May, an IP lawyer. With her advice and guidance, while still being quite skeptical, we carried out an internal IP audit. From the beginning, it was so complicated and difficult because it was all very new for us. We could list all the valuable IP assets of our company. We were very pleased with the result of the IP audit. I recovered my self-confidence, which I had lost. The problem was how to use the results of the IP audit, especially when it came to our new technology. In our situation, where the company had a big financial problem, nothing seemed easy. Then I got an attractive business offer from Fox Telecom through May. I met with representatives of Fox Telecom, who suggested a merger of the two companies. The negotiation process became very easy and smooth, as we had already done an internal IP audit, whose report we shared with Fox Telecom. Soon an actual inspection was done based on an IP checklist prepared by Fox Telecom. We had an up-to-date IP profile that we made available to them for inspection. I can't forget the negotiation process, and Calvin's face was so embarrassed at the price we demanded. With our hard work, an internal IP audit, and some good luck, we could reach an agreement that we consider a win-win for both the companies. Though the brand of Knox is not on this laptop computer, the sweat and efforts of Knox are fully contained in this product, so I am proud of it. I have now fully realized the importance of proper and timely IP assets management. Knox recovered from the brink of disaster thanks to an IP audit. Although IP assets can't be seen easily, the IP assets of a company are its most valuable assets that provide the competitive power needed to remain profitable in the current knowledge-driven and highly competitive business environment in all markets. Don't you agree with me?
This story has marked the end of the current phase of development of IP Panorama.
We have dealt with not only the basic types of IP like patents, trade secrets, trademarks, industrial designs, and copyright, but also with patent information, IP licensing, IP in e-commerce, international trade, and IP audit. Oh, what a long and fruitful journey.
It was hopefully fun for everyone. We have learned what IP is and how important a role it plays in the success of a business in our times.
And we have also learned how to manage your IP more effectively and efficiently.
I hope some of the key points have been brought home forcefully through the characteristics in the various stories.
We hope the knowledge obtained through IP Panorama will be put to practical use by you in your life and business.
Now, it's time to leave, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.